Alrighty everybody, welcome into this video. I am super happy to have you here. If you guys don't know me, my name is Elias. For those of you who are returning, you guys know we're currently staying in Bali. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little house tour. This is my personal place that I'm staying at right now. It's just me here, so you can imagine I am just dialed in when it comes to work. Let me just show you. So this, the doors are heavy. So this is the outside of the crib, right? It's really honestly pretty small, but bro, check this out. We got a nice little spot to chill. You could sit right there, swim in the pool. It's decently warm. Yeah, it's decently warm, but there's some like bugs in there, so I'm not gonna like mess. So let's go inside. Boom, check this place out, bro. It is so cool. This little kitchen setup is honestly where I've been getting most of my work done. I've pretty much just been setting up my camera like this, and then I'll just like post up, right? Talk to you guys, this and that. But yeah, I would just post up right here, right? Film my videos. I have my computer on a little stand. This is my first time investing into one of these. I'm actually just renting it, but these stands are pretty nice, not gonna lie. This is the bed. It's honestly a little scary sometimes just having such a big window, and I'm just right here. I keep that light on. Check it out. So this is the mirror. It's pretty dope. Closet, water, all that good stuff. And it's honestly pretty small. I'll chill here as well to get some more work done. And then there's the TV, obviously. Huge windows. I really like the windows. And then last but not least, we have the awesome bathroom, bro, which is so cool, bro. So this is outside, technically. Bruh, look at that. Outside, all that. This is so sick. I filmed a good amount while I've been here in Bali, and definitely documenting the journey has been so cool. So you guys should definitely be seeing a Bali vlog come out very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And then for this video in specific, I actually didn't even plan to post it, but I wanted to make a free resource and a free course for people to actually understand what it is, the business model that I personally do myself, right? How was I able to go from 3 months ago working blue collar in the hot sun every single day to now being here, living in Bali for the month, staying in a nice villa, and honestly just live the life I wanted to, making money online and having freedom like that. So I made this free resource for the Instagram, and I was honestly gonna keep it there for a little bit, but I figured why not just upload it onto YouTube? So if I'm talking in terms of like, hey, you reached out to me, this and that, it's just because it was originally supposed to be for Instagram. But I figured why not just throw it over here into YouTube, because the long form content always is really good. This is gonna be a really long video, probably my most in-depth guide for building an AI agency from start to finish, how we do our marketing, how we do our lead generation, and the service that we provide. So there's gonna be a lot of value in here, a lot of sauce for sure. Make sure to give a bunch of feedback in the comment section below when you guys actually watch it. And then for those of you who are interested and want to learn more, if you guys feel free to reach out to me, all that good stuff. But yeah, Bali has been a movie so far. I don't want to keep you guys for any longer, so let's dive into the free course. I hope you guys love it and you guys have a blessed day. Yo, what is going on? Welcome everybody here to this video. If you're watching this, then you had to jump through some hoops to get here, but I want to let you know that I'm very grateful to be talking to you right now. This is a goated opportunity for both of us to learn from each other. So if you don't know me, my name is Elias. I wanted to make something detailed specifically for the people who are watching my business, who want to get started and who want to understand more, but maybe you've been burned by courses before. Maybe you don't like the idea of mentorship. Maybe you just want to get some value. Maybe you just want to watch something for entertainment, right? Today in this video is a full guided front, and I don't know what you want to call it, but it's a fully guided mini course for you to learn how I actually run my AI marketing agency and how you guys can start for yourself, okay? So there's going to be a lot in this video. Pretty much what I just want you to do is watch in detail, watch how everything kind of works in the model, and then when it comes to the tasks, I want you to actually fulfill that for yourself. So welcome in. Yeah, if you don't know me, a little bit about my story. 3 months ago, I was working blue collar every single day. God had put it on my mind to change honestly, just to change in general. I had found this business model and gotten started with it and hit the ground running pretty quick. So let's dive right into it. This is going to be your fully fledged Uplifted Academy mini course. So let me actually shrink my face cam a little more. Perfect. So Uplifted Academy, your free mini course on how to launch an AI marketing agency. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram or YouTube, please do so, okay? Because I provide a tremendous amount of value on both platforms. Obviously, if you're watching this video, then you had to have stumbled upon it through one of these platforms either way, but I digress. This is a crash course, and it distills the exact playbook behind my actual business. This is exactly what I run. Everything in this is the steps that I took in order to actually make my business, alive, to start it in the first place. So This is everything behind my business, so you can learn how to start an AI agency fast. I want you to use it as a workbook though. So move module by module, complete each task, and then don't skip the checklist. So just follow along, complete each step, and just go from there. This whole video, I don't know how long it's gonna be. I wanna obviously make it enough time so that you can learn everything, but we're just gonna be going as we go. So how to use this course is just skim over everything in the modules, then do the tasks, block out 1 to 2 hours a day to build out your company for 40 days, because progress is better than perfection, you know? Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis and just get started, okay? Keep a Notion productivity dashboard, so keep track of things that you're doing good, things that you're doing bad, and this is all personal stuff that you can learn for yourself, and then join a community. So whether you want to start this with a friend, join a Discord group, whatever it might be, find some community that can keep you accountable and push you to go forward, because you know, the people that you're around dictates a lot when it comes to who you're going to become. So perfect. What is an AI agency? So the AI agency term, this is a little bit separate from what I have on the notes here, but an AI agency is pretty much where you provide any service to a business that has AI with it. An agency, all it is you're providing a service to multiple businesses. That's what an agency is, okay? So an agency could be a sales agency, right? You're providing salesmen for multiple businesses. A website agency, you're giving out a bunch of different businesses a website. This is an AI marketing agency, so you can imagine it. We're doing marketing and AI. So what is this specific marketing AI agency? The definition is that this is a service-based business that installs revenue systems for clients by combining paid ads, which is our lead generation, plus AI automation, which is our instant follow-up, qualification, booking, and appointment scheduling. You don't need to invent tools, but you can connect what already exists. So I like to tell everybody my business is a full front-end lead generation plus appointment qualification plus appointment setting business. That's all I do. Lead generation, appointment qualification, appointment setting. If we do these three things for businesses, they are very likely going to make more money. Obviously, there's nuance to everything. There's a chance that they could not make money, but that's the gist of this business model, right? So there is, you know, obviously I know you guys hear so much about AI. There is 110,000 ways you could sell AI. You could sell AI websites, you could sell AI automation, sell AI receptionists, sell AI marketing, sell AI UGC, AI organic content, sell AI infrastructure. There is so many ways you could sell AI, so don't get into the notion of this is the only way to sell AI, but I do want to let you guys know that if you want to get your foot in the door and if you want the lowest barrier to entry when it comes to making money with AI, this is a good model, okay? This is a very foolproof way that you could actually go and do that. So this is an analogy I want to break down with you guys. So in the same way that Uber owns no cars and Amazon owns no packages, we own no actual AI. So we're not building anything. We're not doing SaaS. That's another way you can make money with AI, building software. But no, we're using software that's already made for us. We're using it and then distributing it to other people. So we are a middleman in that sense. We own no AI. We just connect the dots and make businesses money through our service. So the software isn't itself the service, but it's a very key component part of how we actually provide our fulfillment and our client acquisition and our funnel and everything beyond that. So we're going to dive into GoHighLevel in a little bit. So the main functions of any AI agency that will work for a business is these three core components. Any AI agency, not just AI marketing right now, but any business that wants to plug in AI, they want one of three goals. They either want to make more money, so that's leads, booked appointments, plus sales. It's raining so hard behind me. Leads, booked appointments, sales. They want to have more time, or they want to lower their cost of things. So they either make more money, save time, or save money. That's it. So think about it like this. For the save money example, you could hire a receptionist for $5K a month, a human receptionist, right? Or you could hire an AI receptionist for $2K a month. Saves you money, right? You could save time by doing automations. So that way, instead of having to manually send a request to get a review, AI can do that for you, saving you time. Or if you want to make more money, you could use AI and a marketing agency to bring you guys new leads and book appointments onto your schedule. So all you have to do is close the deals. There's three components, and that's what it is. This specific model is targeting completely on outcome number one, which is making businesses more money. So very important. That's our number one goal, is to make businesses more money. As we develop more and more into the business, you actually learn that these two, saving time and cutting costs, they actually can become upsells. So it's beautiful. There's a lot to it. So why it works is that most businesses struggle with number one, getting leads, and number two, following up fast. Ads plus AI fix both. Willingness to pay high is because results are so close to revenue. So we're literally getting them an ROI on this. Why wouldn't they buy it? It's like genuinely, if you were asked, okay, if you wanted to make 6K but you had to put 2K in, would you do it? The answer is yes. And it kind of flows back to that with us. When we're running ads and things like that, which we're going to dive into a little bit later, we pretty much are just trying to create a system where we can put in $2 and get out 5 or 10 or 7. That's the whole name of the game, because at scale, that's really successful. Being able to put in $50,000 and make $100,000 back, that's $50,000 profit. That's exactly what you guys want to do. Okay, so perfect. This is the uplifted front end growth system. So your starter offer, this is what you're actually going to give to your clients. And this is the fully front end lead generation plus appointment qualification plus appointment setting system in and of itself. This is the actual system. So it's going to be this. Lead generation, so we use AI, Facebook and Instagram ads. We don't use AI for that, actually, my bad. We use Meta, Facebook and Instagram ads to attract ideal prospects. We use AI follow-up, so that's 24/7 SMS, voice chat, agent to qualify and nurture the leads. This is through text messages. Appointment settings, so we have to set up a smart system CRM to actually use the AI to book the appointments into that calendar. And then number 4, we have the GoHighLevel build out. This is the CRM that they're going to use to track their pipelines, automations, calendars, and reporting of their KPIs, basic stuff like that. So yeah, I know it's a mouthful, but you can just think about it like this. This is the service. We are getting businesses to work with us, providing them ads, providing them AI, smart system CRM, they make more money. That's the whole business model in and of itself. So the fulfillment experience funnel and what we're actually doing for them is, let's say we're working with a window cleaning company, right? This is the niche that I work with specifically. We're launching ads for our businesses that we work with, and then they get an opt-in form. So the clients who want window cleaning, the prospects, type in basic information about their home. We use AI to nurture them, so they instantly get communicated with. And then we actually ask them to get on an appointment for like a quote. So we ask them, when's a good time to get a quote for you? Oh, the best time is 2 o'clock. Boom, 2 o'clock is when the appointment is, right? That's when the business owner has to show up and give the quote out. Just like that. So the CRM tracking, and then hand off to the client for the quote and close. So the clients have access to the system 24/7, of course. That's the business owners. But we want it to be as simple as possible. So that's how that works. How do we price this is number one, we can do it if you're a beginner, you're pricing anywhere from $0 to $750 a month. If you're intermediate, you're pricing anywhere from $1 to $3K a month. And then if you're advanced, you're doing $4K a month plus. That's when we actually are getting into the upsell section, and we're pretty much running a full front end marketing for each and every single business. And that's going to be everything, not just lead generation plus appointment setting, but that's going to be when we're actually fulfilling every single task at hand here. So we're making businesses more money, we're saving them time, and we're lowering their costs. That's when we're in the expert level, and that's what we actually have to get to. But of course, you have to walk before you run. So we're starting off in the beginner phase. Just charging for this system can be $500 a month. It's a 90% profit margin business. So just know, $500 a month is very cheap, like so dirt cheap, bro. Like you can realistically charge like 1.5K a month or 1K a month. $500 is super cheap, but if you want to get someone in the door, you can, Your amount of money that you're going to make is going to be very dependent based on how good you are at the service, and then how good you are at sales. So if you're a better salesman, you're probably going to get higher deals. If you're better at the service, probably going to get higher deals. If you're just beginning out, you're probably going to get lower deals, but it's the name of the game. You have to walk before you run. Boom. This is the roadmap from 60 days. I want you guys to follow this. If you want to make money with an AI agency, just do this, okay? Pick your niche in your funnel, craft an irresistible offer, build a VSL in your funnel based on automations. Week 5, launch your ads, and then after that, close clients. You guys can screenshot this, whatever. This is all you have to do to make your business profitable, okay? If you follow this, you're going to make money. So yeah, we'll go over GoHighLevel in a little bit, but this is the roadmap that you guys have to actually go down, and this is the exact roadmap that I'm taking my academy students who are in the paid mentorship to actually grow their own company as well. A lot of them are at this step where they're launching ads now, and they're going to be taking sales calls in the next 2 to 3 days, which is the opportunity to make a lot of money. So, boom. Number one is going to be your niche. So go ahead and go over this. This is the niche this is the way you want to find your niche. So find something that you can relate to in person, and obviously they need to have the 4 main characteristics. So this is going to be extreme pain, purchasing power, easy targeting, and then growing market. So if you don't know what that means, they have to be in extreme pain, which is they're not doing super well. Purchasing power, which means they have enough money to pay for your service. Easy targeting means that it's not too much of a sub niche. And then growing market means that people are still actively getting in and there's enough business owners to target. This is a list of niches. You guys can go into them, use them. As long as they check out the four boxes here, then you are going to be in a good position. Boom. Avoid crisis-only niches unless you're doing something like Google ads. But because we're doing Facebook, Meta, Instagram ads, probably do something that people actually would consider like a leisure service, something that they look forward to buying. And that's just because when it comes to Meta, Facebook ads, you're probably not going to go there for the times you're in a crisis, So boom. Tasks, go ahead and list the top 3 niches that you have some personal connection to. So if your mom's a lawyer or a med spa owner, maybe go for that because you understand the terminology. Realistically, every niche can work, but it's about what you want to go with. Pretty much what you have the best connection with, what you have the best terminology with, things like that. Boom, so name your agency. You can use ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT, plug this in, booyah. Now you have your name for your business. You can get your logo as well. So you plug in your niche, your service, your style, your word preferences, generate 10 names, and just choose something from there. Boom. Number 2 is going to be your offer mastery. So this is super important when it comes to actually so your offer is different than your service. Okay, I'm going to let you guys know that right now. Offer is very different from your service. Your offer is pretty much how you present what you want to do for your clients to them in a gift wrap way to where it would be stupid to say no to. It's not just your service, but it comes with a lot of things like that. So let me go like this. So dream outcome. I help X niche get X result in Y amount of time without biggest fear. So me would be like, I help window cleaners get to $5K a month in recurring revenue in 90 days without knocking doors. Perfect example for an offer, right? You guys tell them that. And then obviously it has your main deliverables here, stuff like that. And then you could throw in whatever you want. But when it comes to your offer, that's pretty much where you just list out what you're going to do very systematically and line it out like that. Obviously, you want to have a conditional or an unconditional guarantee. So at the end of the presentation, you could be like, okay, you either have a 30-day full money back guarantee just to kind of like alleviate the risk on the client side and puts the risk on you. You could do that, or you could do like, if we don't get you your goal of 5K in recurring revenue in 60 days, then we work for free until we do. So conditional guarantees, unconditional guarantees, you guys can learn what that is. And obviously I talk more about it in other sources and things like my YouTube, stuff like that. So feel free to go over there and I'll be able to gladly tell you how you can use that. But this is pretty much how you want to have your offer laid out. You want to have your dream outcome, your main deliverables, your bonuses, and then your guarantee. Boom. Just like that. Pricing, you guys can price it one of 3 ways. You could price it in a PIF or a monthly split. So that's going to be paying in full of like, hey, just $3,000 for 3 months. Boom, they pay you up front. Or $1,000 a month for 3 months. Boom, they pay you like that. or you could do like, you can pay me $1,500 now and then 10% of everything we make you. Or you can anchor the value. So that could be something like, hey, the total price is 4K. Well, you only have to pay 2K right now, and then 2K when we hit X goal, right? That makes it sound like you actually believe in your service more. Align your price with your sales strength and niche revenue. So exactly what I was saying before, sales strength, however good you are, and then obviously your niche revenue, that's what you want to pick your pricing based off of. So window cleaners, if they're making 3K a month, don't price them 10K because they're not going to be able to pay for it. So just go off that. Use your own discretion. Higher revenue companies are typically better, but they're also harder to fulfill service on, right? Boom. Tasks, go ahead, draft out your offer. Lift out 5 objections that you think you would get with your offer, and then select 3 bonuses and then clear outcomes and attach believable value tags to your bonuses. So a bonus would be something like lead retargeting campaign or AI SMS bot. Just basically a way that you could make it seem like you're providing more value, but it's something that you could just throw in there. So you don't want to just give them the deliverables and say that's it. You want to have bonuses in there to incentivize them to buy. And then you want to make sure that they have a price point to it. So boom. Number 3 is going to be your modules, systems and tools, things like GoHighLevel. So this is the ultimate stack, all right? You need GoHighLevel. You need meta ads, which is you can do through like Canva. AI caller and texter, that you can get that from Vappy or Closebot. And then you also need Canva and CapCut. So Canva and CapCut is how you're going to make your content. And then GoHighLevel is your smart system CRM that I was talking so much about. It's absolutely so essential if you guys want to run a profitable business. You can't do it without HighLevel. If you want my HighLevel snapshot, which is the template for this business model, and that way you guys can just plug everything in that easily, go ahead, DM me on Instagram, and I'll be able to send it to you. It'll save you a lot of time. And if you also want to go ahead and start a 14-day free trial that you can infinitely renew, so you kind of can get GoHighLevel for free, DM me on Instagram as well. I'll send you a link for the 14 free day trial, and then we can go from there. So boom, build steps like this. You want to build out your high-level snapshot. So that's your pipelines, contacts, calendars, triggers, email, SMS templates, which all of it I provided for you in the snapshot. Go ahead, get your A2P registration, which is going to be your brand plus campaign approval. Ensure that it's compliant in the terms of service policy, privacy policy. Number 3 is going to be your calendar setup, so make sure you have those available. You change out any buffers. You make sure that your reminder automations are set, and then your reschedule links are connected, which is all pretty much automatic. After that, you're going to set up your automations. So this is going to be like your booking to appointment reminder confirmation text, or your email SMS campaign, or your client onboarding flow, whatever it might be. You want to set that up in a good manner, in a good fashion. So all of it I give to you as well. It's pretty simple when it comes to actually breaking it out and breaking it down and setting it up for yourself. I'll show you guys right here actually. So this is what HighLevel looks like. This is my snapshot, everything that you guys would need. If you go into calendars, I have some demo calendars set up. All you guys have to do is pretty much activate them and configure them to what you want. So boom, your calendars, you pretty much go in here. It's what we were going over before, right? So that's this right here, right? Calendars, just want to make sure that your availability is set to how it should be. Set your date range, and then make sure that you can like look busy, because obviously you don't want like 1,000 spots open each and every day. You just want to realistically have like 4 spots open max. So then it seems like you're busy. You know, it doesn't seem like you're a startup who just has all the time in the world. So HighLevel is really good for that. You can pick your date range. I recommend never put more than 2 days, because if people are booking weeks out, then they're not going to show up. You want to have them very close from when they book to when they get on that call. Booyah. So that's going to be, next is going to be automations, your new lead to instant SMS nurture. So let me show you how that works. So if you go here to automations, if it can go ahead and load, sometimes HighLevel's slow. Okay, almost perfect. So automations right here. Why isn't this going? Okay, we're just gonna wait for that. Automations, and then your AI agent. So you would do that actually separately from GoHighLevel. You do that through Closebot, but connecting it is actually really simple. All you have to do is go into the Closebot, create a free account, stuff like that, create your agent, and then use AI to actually create your workflow. And then from there on out, you're gonna be in a good position. So yeah, that's what you can do with Closebot. The task of this is map your lead journey on one page. So it honestly does that automatically for you in HighLevel when you're tracking how many leads come through your pipeline. And in that case, you'd actually see them through opportunities. But this is what we were talking about before. This is just like a blank template of an account. So obviously there's no appointments in here, but you want to make sure that you guys configure your automations to your specific niche. So make sure it's connected to your calendar, and then you just want to fill out stuff like this, right? Boom. Fill out all your information here with your business and each and every single one automation text, because right now it's just a template, right? So HighLevel doesn't know what your business and your niche is because you haven't plugged it in yet. Go ahead, plug that in, and now you have complete automations that you can test, back test, run them, and that way when people book an appointment with you, they're gonna get such a good pre-call experience. Boom. All right, so go ahead, feel free to watch all this. Number 4 is going to be the funnel. I would say your funnel is probably going to be the most important part of the business, because if you have a poor funnel, ads are going to jump through and then they're just not going to show up. The funnel is how I got myself to a 70% show up rate with my niche and my agency, and that's what you guys want too. Typically, if you're dealing with under a 50% show up rate, it's probably your funnel, okay? So this is the funnel in and of itself, 10-step. Ad/organic to the VSL booking page, to the pre-call, AI, SMS, email, text. After that's going to be the first phone call, confirmation call, sales call, onboarding, and then fulfillment. So what that is where they opt in through your ads, they go to your VSL, watch your VSL, get intrigued by it, book an appointment, and then they get email and SMS texts that come to them directly. They actually receive a phone call from you because you're going to call them, pretty much asking them why they booked, basic information like that. And then you're going to have another confirmation call right before the call, before the actual Zoom call, which is going to be like maybe an hour beforehand. You give them another call, confirm with them, and then you show up to the appointment, present yourself, close the deal. So that's the funnel right there. Obviously, you can get a lot deeper and stuff like that. And I do show how to make it a lot deeper. But in terms of like what to do, this is how you do it, okay? You just build out each and every step. Your ads, your VSL, your pre-call experience, your first phone call that you actually physically get up your phone and you call them with. You confirm that at the end, then you confirm one more time at the end when their call is coming up, and then you hop in the sales call, onboarding, fulfillment. Beautiful, things like that. So landing page, you guys can go ahead and look at this and explain how you work on your landing page and have good headlines and optimize for phone, things like that. Make sure that if you do end up creating a website on GoHighLevel, make sure that you guys optimize through your phone. So let me show you what that means right now. This is the blank website that I have given to you guys. So if you go here on GoHighLevel, what I mean is this. So let it go ahead and load. Make sure you optimize for this because this is where people are actually going to be seeing your page, and this is where actually people are going to book. People book through the phone 99% of the time, and they book 1% of the time through the computer, so optimize for the phone layout of your website. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Create a 90, I would say your VSL should probably be like 3 minutes. Your VSL should be around 3 minutes. I have my VSL. Let me know if you guys want to watch that or some of my students. One that I really love is my guy Artem. He makes very strong VSLs, so you can see how.
Look, our system isn't flashy, but it does get busy permanent LED light installers to 30K a month plus. Let's be honest, the days of randomly posting on Facebook when you remember chasing down leads or waiting for seasonal spikes to bring you work are over. Right now, if you...
It's just a fire video, pretty much him selling his product, him selling himself. So it goes deeper and deeper, and he has the whole VSL script dialed in, and this is getting him printed calls, So boom, obviously your calendar here, you could select, check that out. Beautiful. Perfect. So that's how that works. You want to make sure your VSL is dialed in and your funnel looks amazing, okay? So your funnel has to be really good. I guarantee if I was to book an appointment right there, I would get text messages, I would get emails from his company automatically, and that's just to continue nurturing me. He would give me a phone call like maybe 5 minutes after I book because he's awake, and that phone call would be designed to pretty much just chop it up with me and pretty much figure out why I booked an appointment in the first place. And that way you can go over my pain points a little bit and be like, oh, so this is why you booked. Okay, so we can fix this problem. Because all business is solving a problem. So when people are booking telling you that they're under 5K a month and they want to get to 20K a month, you have to solve that problem. But you have to reverse engineer it. It's like the little kid example. So let's say there was a kid who got beat up as a baby all the time. So anytime you try to touch him, he started crying. Let's say he's older now and you try to touch him and he starts crying. Rather than yelling at the kid, trying to understand, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Stop crying. Why don't you reverse engineer it and look at his past and say, oh, he got beat as a kid. This is why he's doing this. Let me fix it from a more gentle, easier way, right? So you have to do it like that with your clients. Reverse engineer it. Why? Reverse engineer. Why are they dealing with struggling months? Because the symptom of the problem is them struggling. What is the main problem? Oh, you guys don't have a good system. Oh, you guys aren't running ads. Oh, you guys are running off of referrals. Oh, you guys don't have AI. Oh, let's fix these problems. Booyah. That was some sauce right there. Number 5 is going to be client acquisition. You're going to use ads in order to get that. So feel free to go through all of this. You're going to use Facebook, Meta, Instagram. That's how you're going to actually, that's the platform you're going to run your ads on. You're going to do your creative, which is UGC style, paying first hooks, clear CTA, and then get pricing or get strategy call, or watch free training. And use that as the CTA, right? Clear CTA, which is any of these right here. I recommend the free training is really good. So boom, you want to have a paying first hook and then a UGC style where you're actually talking to them, make it look like it's created by you. And then, yeah, forced distribution, which is, you pay for attention, you're gonna get leads. If you're paying for ads to get out, it's gonna hit your ICP and you're going to get leads from it. I'd be so hurt if it wasn't recording. Okay, bet. So next is gonna be your KPIs and your, this is outreach. I'm just gonna let you guys look at the outreach. I don't like outreach. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. I run ads for everything. Outreach, you have to send 1,000 messages just to get one reply. You have to send out 10,000 messages just to get one booked call. You have to send out 100,000 messages just to get one close. So, not doing outreach for me, boy. I'd rather just pay for ads. I'd rather just pay for ads, bro. So, boom. I want you after this to, outbound. Obviously, it's good because people are coming to you. And then offer to appointment. Lead with a pain point. Promise a simple plan. Call to action to book. So, yeah, the reason why ads are better is because leverage. It saves you so much time and it saves you so much just brain fog, and you can get proof of concept way quicker. So make sure to use ads, okay, guys? Boom. Produce 3 ads, and then if you want to try out outreach, you can, but I don't recommend it. I just say run 3 ads that are highly effective, made by you, similar to the VSL, very well edited, of course, and just show your face and stuff like that, right? Let me show you guys mine. Agency / home service. I probably have to go through GoHighLevel for that. So I'll show you guys what my VSL looks like right now, just so you can see it. It's really similar to my guy Artem's right here, just because I taught him how to do it. So making sure that you have the proper systems, and make sure your stuff looks professional, bro. You don't want to come out with a bad looking page. You don't want to come out with bad looking ads. Keep in mind too, you want to look professional in all of your circumstances, right? So don't film your VSL or your ads in a trash place. Check it out, this is mine. Cleaning companies and home service businesses hit a wall eventually. You grind to 10K, maybe 15, maybe 20K, but after that, no matter how hard you work, you can't seem to break through to the next level. The truth is, the way you're generating leads and handling follow-up is probably pretty broken, and it's costing you. Boom. So you make your ads in a similar way, where they're just highly edited, and they look professional, they look good, and when people book, it's a no-brainer, because they're interested in the quality more than anything, and of course the results you're gonna get for them. Booyah! So sales mastery is next. Truth, sales is the lever. So speak simply with certainty and lead. So I can't teach you sales no more than you're willing to learn sales, okay? Sales is what you have to do when you're on the call with people and you're selling them your service. So you guys could read all this, but write a discovery script with 10 main questions. Man, this is how you should structure your sales calls, okay? So you should structure it with your discovery first. So obviously find out who they are, their pain points, how long they've been in pain, their desired goals, and then their urgency, so how fast they want to move. That's really the discovery process that you have to go through. And then you pretty much just ask them, hey, so you seem like a good fit, this and that, are you okay to dive into share my screen? And we can go over the service more in detail. And they're gonna be like, yeah. And that's when you share your screen and hop into it. You only should share your screen and show them the presentation after you figured out that they're a completely good fit, that they're in strong pain, that they have the purchasing power, that they want to, get out of the situation, they have a realistic goal, and they're willing to put in the work to do so. You should figure all that out first before you actually, try to pitch them a pricing and a service. You have to make sure that they understand, okay, I'm in pain, I probably need this. It's like reverse engineering the baby thing, right? You can't just hit them with a price because they're gonna say no. My calls, by the way, are about an hour long, each call. So frames, you're a partner, not a vendor. You have to diagnose their problem and then prescribe the solution, right? Think of it like a doctor. You're just trying to figure out what their problem is and you're prescribing them a solution. Common objection is going to be this: price, timing, trust, past bad experiences, capacity. Prepare one sentence answers and bridge back to outcomes. So make sure you're highlighting the results that they're going to get and make sure that these results are stronger than any objection that they can give you. Because in sales, you're going to get a lot of objections. I'm just going to let you know that right now. Go ahead, create that. Make sure you craft out a very solid one-page offer sheet that's like a Google Doc like this, and then you can actually present that when you're on the call with them. And then you want to send them a payment link through Stripe, WAP, Fanbases, however you want to do payment. Just do it through a payment processor. You send them a link while you're still on the call, and then they pay it. And then while you're still on the call, you do onboarding. So sales, watch a lot of videos. I recommend watching Johnny Mao, but the real way to get good at sales is by role playing. If any of you want to try your sales out with me, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'd love to go over your sales if you can record it. Also, download the app Fathom. So download Fathom. So Fathom is super good. It's a tool that records all of your calls automatically. So it's like that. You obviously have seen it probably. It's like something that looks like it looks like another person in the Google Meet or Zoom or whatever, but it's actually recording the whole call. So super money. I'm logging into mine just so you guys can see what it looks like, but definitely get Fathom. And then, what the heck, bro? I'm not gonna do that right now. Make sure you set up Fathom though. It'll record all your calls. Perfect. So number 7 is gonna be your onboarding and peak fulfillment. Onboarding, you wanna, so the onboarding process, you wanna send them the onboarding process before you hop off the sales call. So obviously beforehand you want to fill that out. Probably when you're doing your funnel is build out that onboarding sheet so you can get basic information about them, their business identification, their EIN, their legal name, their home address, and this is some sauce. If you get a client and you have their home address, send them a gift. It's probably gonna make sure that they don't cancel on you. Send them a chocolate, send them a bottle of alcohol, whatever it might be. Boom. Onboarding, the kickoff call. So the first initial call is when you're actually gathering all this data from them. And think about it like this: our survey is going to be ads plus AI plus CRM. So you want to do these 3 things: get content from them, a lot of videos of them doing their work, so you can use that to make their ads. You want to have access to their Meta Ads Manager. So then you can obviously configure the ads. Ask 25 to 50 basic questions about their business, so you can plug it into the AI. So then that's acting as like a complete representative of the business. And then create them their own high-level sub-account. So in the same way you have a sub-account for your agency, you create a sub-account for them as well. Booyah. It's communication. You guys can read all this, get access to all their stuff, confirm their KPIs, and then just get their systems launched within the first like 72 to 84 hours. Try to have fast turnaround time because they're going to like that and appreciate that a lot more. Boom. Make sure you set up their automations as well. You can do basic automations like Facebook form to instant text or through HighLevel super easily. Make sure that you guys understand integrations and stuff like that, and that makes it a lot easier for you. So delivery, protect show rate, revive cold leads, log wins, and collect testimonials. So you want to just make sure that you provide them a good service, you know. Think about it. The only difference between a successful client and an unsuccessful client is the ads that you're putting out. Your ads are very important. Make sure your creatives are fire and make sure that they work. And if they don't work the first time, have multiple ads ready to go. Have a backup of ads. Have a third backup of ads, fourth backup of ads. All you need is those few ads to hit that bring in a lot of leads for a low cost. That's all you're looking for. So use that as you will. Obviously, results sell and high quality sells. Boom. Upsells after you win. So let's say you're doing super good with them. You get them on $1,000 a month plan. Let's say you want to upsell them, so now you want to set them up on another Make More Money campaign. You could use email marketing and SMS marketing to actually reach out to all their past leads. You could run a content engine, which will be organically, use AI or their already existing content to post new content for them every single day. You could do their sales training. You could do their Google My Business or SEO, add additional locations or add more automations. There's so many upsells that you could do after your clients already have success. So I recommend tapping in with that because that's how you can turn a $1,000 a month paying client to a $3,000 a month paying client, which is a huge difference. But yeah, so build an onboarding form. You could ask ChatGPT for all this. You could even ask ChatGPT to break down my entire video that I'm telling you guys right now, and you guys could use that Boom. Templates and scripts, you guys can feel free to go ahead and go over this. So ad hook starters, DM openers, pre-call SMS, no-show revival, and stuff like that. This is what you want to keep track of. So your CPL, your CPV, your show rate, and then your lifetime value / CAC. All that stuff's super important. Heck, yeah, all that stuff's super important to keep track of, and that's the KPIs that you want to take note of, so then when you're scaling, it's easier. This is the common pitfalls that a lot of people actually deal with is that they have a slow response, so they don't have AI in their AI agency. They deal with a lot of no-shows, which is typically your funnel and your appointment confirmation reminder, stuff like that. They have a weak offer. They're just sound like every other person who ever pitches lead generation. They have a bad niche. Their niche is just doing horrible. One that I think is horrible is real estate, because no one's selling houses in America right now. And then messy operations. So you want to make sure that you have one simple objective, goal, and a dashboard to keep track of your progress. So this is your 40-day sprint. Niche and offer, days 1 to 6. Systems, A2P calendars and high level, days 7 to 12. Funnel / VSLs, days 13 to 18. Ads and outreach, 19 to 28. Sales calls, 29 to 35. Onboarding, delivery, 36 to 40. And then the loop is just iterate creatives, tighten scripts, raise prices. So as you continue growing, you're going to understand how to do this better and better. So man, it's going to be very valuable to actually implement this and then just get the proof of concept and see what you guys can do. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the business model there. And the way you want to scale is just rinsing and repeating. More clients, more clients, more clients. You can take a long time to build clients and take a lot of sales calls, guys. Like, it's dope because you're able to learn marketing and sales and AI all in one business model, because that's literally what I told you. Your funnel, by the way, is just marketing. Your sales call is sales, obviously. Your GoHighLevel plus AI CloseBot, that's AI. You're getting all the core essential skills here, and that's why this business model is the best to start, in my opinion. So if you watch this and say you guys like the idea of building out this business model, I know this is super long, so if you made it this far, you are awesome. If you want something along the lines of this, 10 hours of video modules on exactly what I was telling you guys right now. So hours of video modules going over the offer, hours of video modules going over the niche, hours of video modules going over the funnel, every single step from A to Z. If you guys want access to that, if you want check-in calls after every step, so let's say you finish out your niche, you finish out your offer, and that way you have it done. You have the opportunity to check in with me. I go over all your systems. I give you the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Check-in calls after every step. A community of 20 plus people, all building their own AI agencies the same way to compare and contrast from. A 40-page book that I had written on this business. So it's very long, by the way, guys. So there's a lot more that you can dive into when it comes to building out an AI agency. I hope that you guys can understand. This is the book that I had written, and it has everything from A to Z. A 40-page book on how I wrote this business, access to my full-time AI developer who was an intern at an 8-figure company, every single prompt, template, and step-by-step guide on every single detail that you need in order to scale your own AI agency. If you want all these resources here, and if you want a guaranteed way to start your own AI agency from scratch and actually get your first 2 to 3 clients that are paying you anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a month, DM me on Instagram and we'll talk. This is the private one-on-one mentorship, also known as Uplifted Academy. And this is the all-in-one program that I have actually built out to help people just like you start their agency, because this is advice that I wish I had from the beginning. I had to learn everything the hard way, and I wasted so much time, so much money, just because I didn't know what to do. So if you want to save time and money building out your agency, this is going to be the best bet for you. And honestly, man, there's no risk here. So the way to actually get tapped in here is DM me on Instagram. Just DM me the word mentorship, DM me the word one-on-one, DM me the word I watched the video, and we can talk from there. Realistically, I only want people who are serious about this. That's why there's only 18 people in the group right now, because it's super tight-knit, and all I really care about is getting you results. That's all I care for. If that sounds like something you want to do, then let's do it. But if not, I hope you got a tremendous amount of value from this. This is the business model that I run completely. So a lot of value here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram now. Follow me on YouTube, everything like that. I really appreciate you for staying this long. Let me make my thing a bit bigger. But yeah, it's been a wild journey that I've been on. in terms of building this agency out from literally nothing. Like when I tell you from literally nothing, I mean literally nothing. And now it obviously got me here. You know, I'm in Bali. This is my house for the month. Let me see if I could change how the camera looks. Okay, I can't. This is my house though in Bali for the month. Obviously, we got the private villa, stuff like that. Check it out. It's actually so nice. Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry. It's like the aperture and the shutter speed are made for specifically right here. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching though. I hope that was a good, nice, and detailed free mini course. Obviously, feel free to communicate with me on any shape, way, or form. And yeah, I hope you guys can start your agencies. I hope you guys can kill it. And you guys have a blessed rest of your day. And yeah, God bless. Read your Bibles. And trust in God because we all need it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.